Okay, you stinky tubers, we're back for some more drafting of the Stinky. Oh, I guess you're not stinky. Tinky is stinky. Tinker's Cube. Yeah. I'm not going to complain this time. I'm going to go in and try to draft a good deck. Remember, this is a more synergy-based / creature-based format with lower amounts of removal and especially mass removal than you're used to in a different cube. So we're going to jump in. We're going to try to do some creature-based nonsense unless we want to force Sanctums, which is another good deck, a fun deck. But I think with the previous video being Shrines or Sanctums or whatever you want to call them, I think we're going to lean towards something else. So Usher of the Fallen, pick one, pack one. Let's do it. Most aggressive card here. Try to change things up a little bit, why don't we? As we get past a Goro Spectral Adversary. Can't imagine this Stonebinder's Familiar is all that good, but maybe it is. I know some decks in Standard were playing this, just because you had a lot of ways to exile stuff, but yeah, I kind of like just taking the Flash Flyer here. I know there's a really good like Flicker deck in the format too, but again, that's another deck that really benefits from being an aggressive or running a bunch of creatures anyway, so let's try this. Ugh. What is this nonsense? Not getting past anything that I would want. I guess, actually, no, that's not true. The Solemn Simulacrum is really, really good if we're going to build maybe a Flicker deck as well, so we'll take Solemn here. Ignore the Welding Sparks or the Domri's Ambush. The thing is, the removal spells that are in this format are generally pretty slow and clunky. You don't have a lot of good cheap removal, and again, not very much mass removal, so some of these creature decks, if you just go like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop with maybe one piece of interaction, you'll just roll over your opponent. Thought Monitor. Hey, that's another pretty good one with Flicker nonsense. That one wants a lot more artifacts in your deck, though, but we did just pick up Solemn. Yeah, but I'm definitely down to take a Thought Monitor here and see if we can do something with this. As we get a Curious Obsession, perhaps, could be good. Aven Eternal's a pretty good one to Flicker. I think Sciences, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Sciences is the only lesson that there are duplicates of in the format, only card that there are duplicates of in the format. I think that was true of a previous iteration of the cube. But yeah, so don't be surprised if you see like a couple of Environmental Sciences go around. We'll take the Aven. Goes well with the Flicker deck and also just decent anyways. Lunarch Veteran, huh? I don't think we're doing that. We could take a Prosperous Thief to go with some of these flyers. Pretty good with the Spectral Adversary. Actually, I guess this one makes treasures as well, which is good for Thought Monitor. Maybe we're doing some blue like tempo-y. Yeah, let's take the Lantern Bearer now. Passing a Ceremonial Knife. I mean, maybe we're just going to be like mono blue tempo. I guess Thought Monitor might not be the best if this is the case, nor Solemn, but trying something new, trying something different. This is definitely not the normal way I would draft cube, right? As you can see, we have infinite creatures already, no non-creature spells. This is one of the few ways to deal to potentially kill multiple creatures at one time. 3 damage to each creature without flying. Could see taking the Phoenix or the Enthusiastic Study here as well. Maybe red-blue flyers. I've done a lot of red-blue, though. I do want to try to avoid that if possible, but I mean, maybe the Lampad's good here, too. Let's do that. Doesn't matter. Shipwreck Dowser on the wheel. We'll just take the Sandbar. Obviously, that's going to make the deck. Changeling Outcast. So what does this have synergy with? It is a shapeshifter, so I guess Prosperous Thief works with it. It's unblockable, so it's good with pump effects or whatnot. Or like Curious Obsession, if we could get that on the wheel, would be decent. Introduction to Annihilation in case I get any learn cards. Could do something like blue-black? I don't know. Probably should have read the article, or I assume there's an article that details all the archetypes that are in the cube. Beetleback Chief's another really good one. Contentious Plan on the wheel. Wind Colors, whatever. Got a Poppet Stitcher here and a Royal Scions. Oh, we could definitely be doing red-blue again. Why? Black Honden's not terrible. This seems really good though, doesn't it? It's got so much loyalty when it comes down to. And we don't have any instants or sorceries for Poppet Stitcher right now anyways. I don't think this is a Spell Swindle deck, but maybe it is. I feel like I should just take Royal Scions. Planeswalkers are so brutal in this format.
And a bit of style doesn't hurt.
We're not going to take the Mad Ratter, though. Don't think we want Chemister's Insight. I guess Warlock class is not bad if we do some aggro-style nonsense. Yeah, I don't think we want that. I feel like I'd rather just have the Overwhelmed or one of these. Meh. This doesn't feel good, though. I'm just thinking if this is a deck that wants counters. Because it feels like we're more of a tap-out deck than anything, but... yeah, let's just take the creature here. Adeline is stupid good in this format, too. Because there's such little removal, if you just play Adeline early, sometimes you just win. The issue here being that it's double white when I'm so heavily in blue. But I think the power level of the card warrants taking it. And now maybe just looking for extra fixing as we pick up... I don't think we take Nico Eris. Science is okay, Pick is okay, Terramander Geist are okay. I guess I'll just take Sciences here as the safe pick. Isimaru now, alright, yeah. Maybe go blue-white aggro of sorts. As we get a Glass Casket, another good pickup, sure. Yeah, let's do this. I think we're going to try to be a blue-white aggro deck. I think the number one deck that I've played against, not the number one deck in terms of win rate or whatever, is Boros. I've seen a lot of people just running Boros aggro, and it's, I mean, probably a really good strategy. As we get a nothing here. There's Thousand Year Storm. That's one of the few, like, fun cards. I guess we just take Steam Vents over nothing. Could splash the Royal Scions if we really wanted to. I mean, the double white on the Adeline is pretty awkward, but... I think taking any blue-white duel now is super important if we can get it. Bouncing, Solemn, or Thought Monitor are kind of funny, but yeah. I guess this should just be an Iganjo. Spell Swindle on the wheel. Such an awkward card in a deck like this. Like, you want cheap counters, like Spell Pierces and whatnot. You don't want 5-mana counters that give me treasure. So, I don't think this is supposed to make the deck. Okay, wield the Chemister's Insight and the Neutralize. Also one of the white shrines here. Yeah, I feel like counters are probably decent. Devoted Graph Keeper. We have 2 cards right now that have some graveyard synergy, right? We have the Overwhelmed and the Lantern. It's also just a 2-drop. I mean, curving out. Oh, we'll play that pick probably too. There was a Temple of Epiphany there for like a minor red splash if we did indeed want to play the Royal Scions, but I think Junkwinder's very good. I just don't think it's good in this deck. Same thing with Flux Channeler, another really good card, but doesn't fit the deck here. As we opened garbage. Yeah, I feel like I should have been red-blue again. I don't know why. Like, I kind of want to take this Stensia Uprising and go back into red, but... not sure how correct that actually is. We could just take, like, Silent Departure. Not bad. Sure. Skyclave Relic. There's a Priest of Ancient Lore here. Seems good. Nice little value creature over just the wind or anything like that. Grazilax is probably pretty good here. Extra card draw for our random creatures. Yeah, I don't think we're running that Thought Monitor, and we're probably not even running the Solemn. Let's keep the curve really low. Need to get some more 1 and 2 drops if we can. Just random creatures. Shimmer Dragon's pretty good too. Although, I guess we have to probably just take this pathway. This is not a Shimmer Dragon deck, though. Passing some removal and some okay creatures. Blue-white fixing, though, looks pretty key. We're at 17 playables if we subtract the lands. So we are going to need to pick up some more. Temple of Enlightenment's great. Divide by Zero is great. I think the Divide by Zero is just a little bit too good, and we do still need quite a few playables, so I'm going to take it over the blue-white fixing. I don't know if that's right, but this card is pretty darn nice. Pretty darn nice. I mean, I can probably splash the Scions here. The Steam Vents and the Sciences, and then any of the treasure producers we have, like Pick and Thief. Another good pick for us. If we're already splashing red, the Lantern Flare is interesting, although I bet you I'm supposed to just take the Glacial Fortress now, right? Probably. Nettle Cyst is really freaking good too. Oh man. Actually surprising, this pack has a lot of good cards for 7th pick. Holy crap. Like Reinforcements wouldn't be a terrible splash card too. Ninja, Abrade, Nettle Cyst. Holy smokes. Interesting. Maybe I do run the Solemn now if we're going to run a couple of colors. We're trying to be Jeskai aggro. I don't think we're that aggro, sadly, but I think this looks okay. 4 mana, 7/7 trample. How many historic cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably not quite good enough. 7 with dog, I guess. So yeah, we'll take the Spirit Summoning for the Divide by Zero target out of the sideboard. Uprising Wield, darn it. Yeah, I don't think we want Lena. But I don't think the double red on Uprising is castable. Sadly. Blade Historian's also really hard to cast. But maybe it's worth trying. Consider here. I don't think we're running that. Mending and Sphinx are both ite. Bet you Sphinx is better than Lena is. Just a 4/4 flyer for 5 is probably okay. Oh, we could splash the Lunar Frenzy too. It's a nice aggro card. Probably better than Blade Historian. A lot more castable, I would think. Alright. I'm not going to call this a super aggro deck like I was necessarily trying to draft in this format, but maybe it's okay. Strong confidence. Yeah, maybe this deck's okay. We're gonna need like 2 mountains. One's probably sufficient. 5, 6, 7 white sources. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. So we do want to go up 1 more planes at least. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, let's just go even split. Both blue and white. Alright. Not very exciting, but hopefully this deck can do some work for what it is. Let's go to round 1 here of this Tinker's Cube with our Jeskai aggro? Question mark? Okay, round 1 here. Hand looks good. Turn 1 dog, turn 2 casket if they somehow have a 1-drop as well, but then we have solemn for fixing on the heroic reinforcements, so if we can find a another creature to play between turn 2 and 3, we have a pretty good looking curve here. Well, that will do just fine. A lot of artifacts. No creatures, huh? Servant of the Scale. Okay. Well, I don't think I bothered glass casketing that, do I? I think we can probably afford to wait. I do have double blue in the deck, but I also have double white. I guess there might be a couple more double white in the deck than double blue, but I think more immediately we would rather cast Adeline than... yeah, I guess we have Grazlax too. Oh, I should have played that on Island. I'm not going to block here. Go ahead and let them drain. Yeah, getting punished for not playing that on blue, but that's alright. This game's probably going to be over pretty quickly if they don't do anything here. Sure. Alright, I mean, is this just lethal? Probably. Yay! Fun interactive magic right there. We got him! Skill levels increasing. Alright, 1-0. Go next. Okay. Game number 2. Once again on the play. Ooh. Slightly sketch, but we do have, what, 9 blue sources of land in the deck, in addition to Solemn and Environmental Science, so I think this is okay to keep, even though it's clearly not the greatest. So they're probably playing the enchantment deck, would be my guess. They're playing Fang of Shigeki green-white. Priest, how do we find 4 white sources and no blue sources? Don't do this to me. Oh, Hydra's growth. Okay. Gonna start getting that thing fat. Well, we're gonna go for the Iganjo on that, and then we really would like to draw a blue source next turn would be fantastic. Wow. So we have like literally 11 plus blue sources in the deck. That is a problem, thank God. Maybe there's still hope, maybe not. That's so brutal. I don't know if my deck has a way to really deal with that. Do we at all? Let's see, we have... Bounce into counter. Great. Was that Danitha? Okay. Yeah, take 9. Well, there's the bounce. I guess that gives us a window of time to, like, run out the Royal Scions here. The looting. It's not bad. I guess discard Sphinx. Go bounce the Ashaya. Casket Danitha. They go. Yeah, maybe this is okay. Mm-hmm.
My answers lie in the cold truth.
Roaring Earth. Guess I'm just gonna bounce a Shaya again. Oh, I can't actually do that. So with a Shaya, they get to trigger Roaring Earth whenever they play a creature. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Wow. That's really funny. Okay. Well, I think we're trying to ult the Royal Scions here, so... That's gotta be my game plan. Trying to find another blue source, I guess. Sweet. So we can adversary on 2 here. And then we get to ult the Royal Scions and... Still not kill Ashaya. Okay. I guess I could have adversaried their 2 big creatures so they didn't draw a card when this entered. And now at least they don't get to recast. Alright. So is my best route to victory just drawing 4 cards here? Probably. And dealing 7 to them.
Let it go, Rowan. Bow to the mind's reign.
Heart's fervor.
And then bouncing the lifelinker. Okay. We might actually be able to pull this off. We are chonking for quite a bit. See, I need to hold 3 open mana to bounce the Kindly Ancestor, so that's... I have 7 mana, so I'm gonna have 4 left. Or 5 if I want to play Solemn, which I guess that's what we do. Solemn. Land. Shock. Dog. Pass. Oh, shoot, their creatures have trample because of Uprising. Oh, I guess I'm a lot closer to dead than I thought. Okay, maybe not quite though. Shoot, dude. We're gonna discard a card. Okay, so I have to go chump chump or block block. Oh, this is still exactly lethal, isn't it? Oh, I messed up by not bouncing the Ashaya. I still take 9 exactly. Alright, well, I guess I can't math. What did I miss? I thought Ashaya was shrinking if I bounced the, I guess I needed to bounce Ashaya. But then they gain like 8 life and I can't win the... I don't know. I'm sure I played that terribly, but... Good beats. Good beats, no removal. GG. GG next game. Good looking hand. Sadly on the draw, but all 3 of our colors, good creatures, solid curve. I can approve of this. I've been hearing a lot of people say similar things to my initial opinions on this format, that it's the least exciting of all the cubes that they've had, but a lot of people say they have fun with like red-black sacrifice decks or the 5-color shrine decks. So we might try to do like that red-black sacrifice deck maybe for tomorrow's video or something. The opponent has a bag of holding going on. On Sarah's Wings is going to be a pretty hard one to beat if they can ever get that back. It's good. Okay, so let's go pick and put it on the Usher, swing in for 3 and get treasure. Set up for Adeline now, next turn. Wilt my pick. How rude. Okay, well, I guess we just play out the Adeline and smash. It's a free roll here. Getting for 1 damage this way. Aw, boo. Alright, so they get to get rid of my Adeline. Counter's pretty good. Let's go flyer plus hold up counter. Pretty annoying, a 1-3 is just stopping the entirety of my team. Tales of Master Sashiro. Yeah, I guess that's worth countering. It's a land from Nessian Wanderer. It turns into a 5/5 eventually, and it makes their Wanderer a 3/5, so... Hey, that's great. Let's go Casket here, or Priest here first, draw a card, Casket their Wanderer, and then attack for 6. Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying, this format is just almost entirely creature-based. And you should be looking towards building synergies, which I don't think my deck is necessarily the best synergy deck, or most synergistic deck, but it is moderately aggressive enough, so at least there's that. That's a problem. Okay, maybe we can mill a darn value spell. Okay. Well, I'd say they kind of stabilized. If they can deal with my flyer, then I've got nothing else going on. I think my best draw is probably Silent Departure. I think Silent Departure probably wins the game. Let's see, if I attack with all, they go block, 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 take 4. That's not quite lethal. I guess we're supposed to hold land for Royal Scions, right? Although Royal Scions at this point just kills the, or rather, pumps the Aven Eternal and kills them. The White Shrine. Ah, so they can tap my flyer? But does that leave them dead on board? They go block, block, and die? Yeah, I think we have lethal now. Alright, go to combat. They target my Aven Eternal. I attack with everything, I win, I believe. Another exciting victory. Go, go us. Alright, 2-1. Yeah, I'll be happy if we can get 4 or 5 wins with this. Not the best aggro deck and not much synergy, so. So we go to the next round. Oh my. This is probably supposed to be a mulligan, but I'm greedy and loose. Hopefully we can find a cheap creature. Let's just play out the pick here. Use our mana efficiently. Hope to draw a red source next turn for Scions. I guess now that I've drawn the Sphinx, I'm supposed to play out the one or the Lonely Sandbar. Gosh, I 100% should have mulliganed this hand. So bad. Are they mono blue? Oh, they just had white sources in hand because they had an island and they fetched another island. Double topsies. Yep, that's pretty bad. Is that all of my red cards? They have a ninja? Nashi! Oh boy, this will be fun. They hit my Solemn Simulacrum and their own Junkwinder. Well, the good news is we can bounce that back to their hand for now, and then the casket we just drew can deal with the Nashi. But they do have 2 tokens, so if they find another land, they can slam the Junkwinder. Kaito. Okay.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Well, I don't have much other than just playing Sphinx and passing, I guess.
Now, what
No plays? I assume this is not going to work, but go for the equip. I'm gonna go face. I'm gonna ignore Kaito. Oh, that worked? Interesting. So they can play the Junk Winder here and then make a token with Kaito. Sure. Mm-hmm.
I know something you don't know.
We're gonna need to get a little bit lucky here to win. That's not a bad draw, I suppose. Okay.
With my sister by my side, I do not fear the unknown.
Put your heart behind every attack.
Sadly, I'm not going to be able to equip. That's fine. The creature has first strike, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have the
Okay.
heart of a coward.
1, 2, 3, 4. So their Junk Winder costs 3 currently. Again, I'm gonna need to get a little bit lucky here, but a 1/4 flying lifelink. Yeah, I just have to let that resolve.
There's no
Okay.
secret I can't uncover.
I think we just got to keep doing this here.
Your heart can overcome any challenge.
Get a red source, hopefully. Alright. Sadness, but... Oh, I can't even counter that because it's channel! Ah, now we're dead for sure. Alright, good beats. I'll scoop them up. I mean, that's my fault. I kept a really, really, really bad hand, so no surprise I lost that. Seems like if I had mulliganed into like even just a slightly aggressive hand, we were probably going to win that pretty easily given what they were doing in the early game, so... Lesson be learned. Mulligan better. Okay, we are 2-2. Fighting for our life. We're going to mulligan this hand. We're not going to be silly like last time. Much, much better. Damn. Fantastic looking, I guess it's gonna be a 6-card hand now. Man, I kind of want to keep the pick, but... we could get a little bit greedy here, I suppose, and pitch a land. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll go turn 1 dog. Nice. Smack for 2, play the tap land, play the usher, say go. Sure, that's fine. Great draw. I mean, honestly, this kind of draw might be really, really hard to beat in this format, right? Just creature, 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 some interaction, and a pump spell. So our opponent plays a Skullport Merchant. Another pretty solid draw. I think we're just gonna play out the pick, suit up the Aven, smash and get a treasure. Sir, that turns into a treasure itself. That's fine. So I can move the pick. Ooh, Quill is kind of nasty. I can move the pick over to the army and attack with both. They'll block the army and then take 2. I guess is what can happen here. Oh, or we'll just draw the perfects. I think I'm gonna push the damage here. So if they just play one random creature, we can bounce it and kill them, right? That'll work just fine. Guess they just barely survive. So, in fact, it's... Oh, I can't bounce a 0. That's right. That's kind of funny. Okay, well. Let's go grab our removal spell from the sideboard then. They're forced to chump. I'm gonna get a treasure either way. Let's go ahead and play out another lethal threat. So even if they play the Shrine and equip it with the Poet's Quill, they'd still be dead because they don't have enough mana to make another token. Huh.
Run away.
This is still lethal?
You're done.
Okay, phew! Planeswalkers are so busted in this format, it's not even funny. Just because the lack of removal and everybody's just a creature-based deck, effectively. 3 and 2, let's go, go, go. Okay, game number 6. We're sitting at 3 and 2, so we have to win out from here. This hand's too good to mulligan. Turn 2 Glass Casket, turn 3 Adeline is too good. Fortunately, we did draw the island to make this a much better hand, but... Nice. Alright. Casket the Lizard Blades. Again, if the opponent doesn't have an answer to Adeline, it will just win the game. That's how... Like, this card is already busted, right? But in this format specifically, it is so broken. Like, not many things deal 4 damage. There are some exile effects and some pacifism effects, but if you don't have them immediately, you're gonna lose. Oh, that was a good one. We have Silent Departure to wreck them, but that was a really good one for sure. Playing out creatures pre-combat here to make Adeline bigger. You know, I didn't even realize, though, how many legendaries we actually have for the Iganjo. Like, Isumaru reduces it by 1, Grassalax reduces it by 1. So I get to like play this, play Grazilax, and now I can Igonjo for 1 mana. Pretty silly. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yay! Welcome to the aggro cube. We did it. We're so good. 4-2 now. What did I say? I'd be happy with 4 wins. So, I guess that's good. But we will, of course, try to win a couple more. Alright. Game number 7. On the draw. A little bit too risky to keep, I think. Yeah, just not quite good enough. Better? I guess? I think I'm gonna lose the pick here and keep the lands and more relevant spells. Alright, probably fighting another enchantment deck, so wouldn't be surprised to see a white source. Huh? Interesting. Snakes and spiders, huh? So we draw a Lantern Bearer for turn number 2. The Kadama of the West Tree. Alright, I'm happy to trade here. I'm just gonna go land, pass, hold up, divide by 0. None of their creatures are modified, so we don't have to worry about them getting extra lands off of the Kadama for now. Cosmos Elixir, that is a strange one to be in their deck. Guess I'll bounce it for now. And we'll grab the removal spell. Well, this is the weakest reinforcements you're ever gonna see, but we're just gonna introduction their Annihilation. Oh, they didn't even attack? Kind of weird. Okay. That card is just too much value. I can't let it live. I mean, I think we're probably really low likelihood to win this game at this point, but funny thing is that both of their creatures have reach too. Oh, that's a modified creature if they had gone for it. Oh, that's a modified creature too. Jeez. I'm gonna take 6 and they're gonna get a land out of their deck. Not great for us. Okay, so let's attack for 3. Get a treasure and then departure their Skatewing Spy, I guess. And might as well use up my mana efficiently and just Lantern Bearer up our Prosperous Thief, but we're definitely losing. Doesn't make too much sense for them to fractal. Oh, they held up a land for some reason. I'm confused. Wait. Why didn't Pelt Collector get bigger? I'm super confused now. What just happened here? I'm so confused. Am I missing something? I literally do not know what's going on here. There has to be some very obvious thing that I'm missing, but I could have sworn they played Pelt Collector and then they made a 3/3 fractal. Oh, it's the wording of the fractal. That's what it is. Okay, never mind. I'm just silly. It makes a 0/0 and then puts counters on it, so it's not technically... Gotcha. That's what just happened here. Alright, forced to chump. And I need to top deck something incredible. I don't know what I can draw, but I hope I find it. Lunar Frenzy! Lunar Frenzy wins! 2 for Grazilax. It does draw a card. Oh no! No! Are you kidding? Oh, if we had drawn that for the turn, we would have won. Oh, that's so good. That's so freaking good. We're just dead here, right? Yeah. Alright, good beats. I don't think I have any way to play around that, right? Because I can't make that lose flying and then make that... Yeah. So, that's GG's. Damn. Alright, you got me, OP. GG's. Yeah, I mean, that deck wasn't very exciting. I tried to build it, or rather draft an aggro deck, and it really just didn't come together. We had some fantastic draws, and when we did curve out, it was usually a good game. But I kept a couple of sketchers that didn't really pan out, so... Yeah, another look at this Tinkerer's Cube. Again, I will reiterate, it's not my favorite cube. In fact, it's my least favorite cube that's ever been up on Arena, but it's still something new to do, something fresh to do while we're waiting for Streets of New Capenna to hit, so I will probably still be uploading them for the next week or so while we wait for the new set. I will try to tone down my lack of enthusiasm for the format and just, you know, go into the format, or go into this Tinker's Cube with good thoughts and good fun in mind, but... like I said, this just has not been a particularly exciting cube for me. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button, even if you don't care for me to whine about the format. It's still, again, it's a different type of draft format, so it's still going to be playable. If you do want to check out some more stuff, as always, you can check out my partners and sponsors down below in the info section, cardkingdom.com/Numot. You can go pre-order your Streets of New Capenna cards there. And I'll see you back, guys, next time. Peace.